Hi, I'm Jennifer Deagle, author of From Hope to Joy, and my daughter was born at 23 weeks gestation in 2012, weighing 1 pound and 4 ounces. She is now 5 years old.
Hi, my name is Deb DeSenza. I'm from Preemie World, and my daughter Becky was born at 30 weeks at 2 pounds, 15.5 ounces. She's almost 14 years old. Today we're going to be talking about dressing up the medical equipment, because for me, Jen, I had a real problem dealing with the medical equipment. It was very intimidating, and I found that I was focusing more on the medical equipment than I was on my daughter Becky. And so we have an incubator here, and we'd like to show you a little bit about dressing up the incubator. And we're going to talk about this cover first.
Sometimes you don't have a wonderful cover like this available to you. If you do, you can see this one can flip open and you can view from the front and you can view from the sides. But not everybody has a cover like this available. So you can take a baby blanket, a quilt, or some kind of small size cover that you can put on top of the incubator. This way the baby is shielded from a lot of the light. It mimics more of the feel of the womb for the baby, and it does minimize some of the sound.
Right, and so I used a baby blanket, a simple one. I really love this cover. I think it's great, but there are other things that I found that were also useful for us as we started to dress up the equipment. And if you see in here in the incubator, you'll see a lion in the corner. That lion can be used to be placed on the mother's chest or father's chest while sleeping or whatever, and so that it gets their smell on the device, and it actually is something they can put in the incubator and soothe the baby. It's one wonderful way to bond and connect and help the baby relax. And then there's also a photograph in there.
Yeah, you can take photographs of other siblings at home or parents themselves, and usually you can put them in a little Ziploc bag and tape them to the side of the incubator. But with the photos and the stuffed animals, you always want to check ahead of time with the nursing staff to make sure that you're allowed to place stuff inside, because there's different restrictions depending on the hospital that you're in. And another amazing piece of equipment that is here is you can see this screen is kind of very medical. As a parent sitting there all day with your baby, you're looking at numbers and flashes. But this one, if you hit views, and there is this particular family view, and you can tailor this to your own baby. There's a name here, you can put in some kind of icon or graphic, so it's more comfortable as you're sitting there all day with your baby. And in an emergency or when anyone from the hospital staff comes in, you can simply press this button and it brings it back to the necessary medical screen.
And so what you're doing is personalizing your space. And as you personalize it, you feel more relaxed and your baby feels more relaxed.
So Deb, it's really important to teach parents to look at their baby for signs of distress instead of being used to looking at the monitors all the time. Because once they go home, they won't have the crutch of the monitors and the lights and the sounds to see if there's something going wrong with their baby.
Right, absolutely, because I was that person, I was that mom that was staring fixedly at the monitor the whole time that my daughter was having trouble, and I would scream out for the nurse. I was a wreck. So you've got to look at your child first, see what's going on, see if the monitors are really telling you the truth, and then ask for the nurse.